places where you can do books on tape. And books on tape, you get Voice Bunny is more than just books on tape, I believe. I don't know. These were recommended to me, and they're still on my list of I should do that one day when I'm not busy. But I've just been too busy to look into it. So maybe one day when stuff slows down, I'll look into it. But yeah, there's a lot of different sort of voice acting portals. ACX.com, VoiceBunny.com. And there are places where you can upload and yeah, the way the internet works now, I did voice work for a group in Australia for a video game they were doing in Australia and had, you know, a lot of times I just say yes to people. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. You have to project your 3 more days with this.
That's true. A lot of times, I'm going to do the rest of the workshop like this. Is that okay? So you can use those internet portals to get voice work. Any other questions? Yes.
What was your favorite line playing Hiei?
My favorite line playing Hiei.
Can you do it in his voice, please?
Dragon of the dark. Dragon of the darkness flame.
Yay.
That was my favorite line. What are you staring at?
Oh my God, the light was really bright. And now I'm blind. All of you look like you have dots on your faces. Some of you actually do have dots on your faces, maybe. More questions?
What was your favorite character that you ever voiced?
Probably my favorite character that I ever voiced was
Yay.
but Hiei, because I seriously am blind now, I really do.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. I should be used to it from all the paparazzi. Hiei was my favorite because I never knew there was a fandom or anything. I didn't know, like I would just go in and record and be like, well that was fun, and then leave. I didn't know anybody was watching Dragon Ball Z at the time. I didn't know it was popular. I was like, oh. And then I remember one day seeing toys in like Toys R Us or Target or something, like Dragon Ball Z toys, and I was like, oh wow, that's the thing I do. But still didn't dawn on me. And then when Yu Yu Hakusho came along, they were like, hey, you're gonna go to a convention. And I was like, oh, they said a con. And I'm like, a con? What's a con? They're like, it's short for convention. There will be cosplay there. I'm like, what's cosplay? And they're like, that's where people dress up in costumes. And I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? Like, pass out flyers? Watch Yu Yu Hakusho, it's a good show, watch the show. And they were like, no, you're gonna sign autographs. And I was like, no, you're stupid. And they were like, no, you're stupid. And I got to, it was Otakon in Baltimore, and it's a big convention, like 30, 40,000 people or whatever for anime. And they sat John Bergmeyer and I down at a table in the dealer's hall. It was like 5 times the size of this room, and I was like, see, there is no one here. This is so embarrassing. And they're like, no, that's your line. There. And I went, oh my God! Why are they in line for me? And they're like, because you voice Hiei. I'm like, but it's just a voice. I didn't understand. And then, like, the first 7 minutes were a little, so I'm going to be honest. The first 7 minutes were a little scary. Because those people have been in line for 6 or 7 days. They had to pee really bad. That's how I excuse their behavior. They're like, oh my God, I have to pee! And I'm like, but then after like the first 7 minutes, I was like, oh, okay, these are just my friends from high school. I get it. And then it was after 4 hours of signing autographs, I was like, oh my God, my life just totally changed. Because before that, I was like, oh, you know, I had never signed an autograph before. And then just first time doing it, Like, I literally thought they were confused. Like, you guys, you don't know what you're talking about. They're like, no, you don't know. And then they were right. Do what?
Now you have carpal tunnel.
Yeah, now I have, yes, see, that's why I have the, actually I broke my arm like 4 weeks ago, skateboarding behind my dog. That's how I walk him every day. And then he pulled me off one time. He was going really fast. So, yeah, this does make signing hard. It's my job is so hard. I've done hard work before. I did construction. I've done roofing in Texas in the summertime. I know it. This is not hard work. It's air conditioned, there's laughing, there's pleasant costuming to look at. Any other questions?